start to become aware of what's going on in your thoughts. Use your exhales to release anything and everything that does not feel good in the body. As you begin to deepen your inhales and your exhales, start to find that Sama Vritti, same breath, matching the length of your inhales with your exhales. Ancient yogis believe that life is measured not in days or weeks or months or years, but rather in the number of breaths that you take. Give yourself permission to soften. Now moving as slowly as physically possible. Allow your breath to fuel your movements as you inhale up to tabletop for a count of 3. Slower than you think you can. 2, 1. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, down dog for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, table, 3, 2, 1. Press back, child's pose. Take your time. We'll take about another minute to go through this sequence. As slowly as possible, inhale up to table. Use your entire inhale to get you there. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, down dog. And now flow at your own pace. Everyone's breath is different. Moving through your breath. And as you close your eyes and begin to feel this from the inside out, it becomes a moving meditation. Linking the breath with the physical body. Moving as if you are moving through a vat of honey. Smooth, slow. Allow those inhales and exhales to be full and fluid. Let that become your soundtrack. Take 2 more rounds. The round is finished when you make your way into tabletop. Time as you get there. Once you do, allow yourself to root down into palms, into knees, maybe into the tops of your feet. Press the mat away, create space in your shoulders. Broaden through those collarbones. And then shift all of your weight into your right palm so you can take the top of your left hand to the mat. Spread fingers wide, palm face up. Breathe into that wrist. Palm the mat. Shift all of your weight into that left palm and take the top of your right hand to the mat. Beautiful. Palm the mat. Now extend your right leg behind you. Flex your foot so that your toes point down. Gaze is down, heads in line with your neck. Now, even here, pay special attention to your breath, to your spine. Slightly tuck your tailbone under to take the sway out of your low back. Create space by pressing out through your heel and lengthening out through the crown of your head. Make sure heel is in line with hip. And then slowly and mindfully begin to stack your right hip on top of your left, moving into side plank, modified side plank. So drop that right foot to the back of the mat. You can kickstand your left shin behind you if it creates more support for you, and then extend that right arm up. We're here for a few breaths, so if you want to take your bicep by your ear, create even more space in your lats, maybe roll that shoulder onto your back so you can lift your gaze up to the ceiling. Beautiful. Inhale up for gate pose. Shoulders stack over hips. Hands extend away from one another. Good. Take your left arm up and over. Breathe into the left side of your body. Create length. Create depth in your breath. And now mindfully, this is a tricky transition. Continue to pivot to the right so you're facing the back of the room for low lunge on the right. Your right foot's in front. Right knee is deeply bent. Your left leg extends behind you. Now roll shoulders down the back. Create length and space in your spine in the front of the body. Good. Palm the mat, shift back into half split. Straighten out your right leg. Fold over that right thigh. Take a cleansing breath here. Inhale. Exhale it out. And shift forward into your low lunge. Deep bend in your right knee and finding your modified side angle. Kickstand your left shin behind you. Make it parallel to the back of the mat. Your right hand is inside your right foot and your left arm extends up. Use your elbow to press your knee back. Maybe you take your left bicep by your ear. Drop your left hand down. Pivot your left foot behind you. Shift back into half splits. And then extend your right arm up to the ceiling. Revolve your half triangle. Right hip drops down. Drop your right hand to the mat. Shift forward into your low lunge and step that left foot to the top of the mat for a standing forward fold. Feet or hips width apart. Head and neck release. Keep a slight bend in your knees, protecting your low back, your hamstrings. Shift some weight into toes. And release any bind you decided to take with your arms. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale to rise all the way up. Arms reach, gaze lifts. Exhale, fold it down. Beautiful. Palm the mat. Lengthen your spine. Lightly step back into down dog just for a breath. Cleansing breath here. Inhale. Exhale it out. Shift forward into tabletop, hands and knees. Keep your toes tucked under and press back to have a seat on your heels. Toe stretch. Interlace your fingers and begin to rotate your wrists in a figure eight. Balance them out in the other direction. And slowly release your hands, palm the mat, liberate your toes. And then extend your left leg behind you. Flex your foot, toes point down. Gaze is down in front of your fingers. Be mindful of your low back. Slightly tuck your tailbone under to take the sway out. Press the mat away. Lift out of your shoulders. Don't dump. Now moving into modified side plank. Drop your left foot to the back of the mat. Kickstand your right shin behind you and lift your left arm up. Or maybe this is it. Maybe you take bicep by your ear and lean back as you open up through the front of the body, through your hips. through your heart. Beautiful. Inhale up, gate pose. Shoulders stack over hips, hands extend away from one another. And this time take that right arm up and over. Breathe into the right side of the body, that right lung. Maybe you lift your gaze. Good. As slowly and mindfully as possible, pivot to the left for low lunge now at the front of the room. Deep bend in your left knee, your right leg extends behind you, and anything goes with your arms. You can frame your foot, place hands to knee. Beautiful. Palm the mat. Shift it back into half split. Straighten out your left leg. Slide your heel as far as you need to. And then fold over that left leg. Take a deep cleansing breath here. Inhale. Exhale out. Forward into your low lunge. And finding that modified side angle. Kickstand your right shin behind you. Left hand inside your foot. Right arm reaches up. Settle into hips. Maybe you take that right bicep by your ear. And drop your right palm to the mat. Pivot your foot behind you. Shift back into half splits. And finding revolved half triangle, extend your left arm up to the ceiling. Notice how that left hip wants to hike. Drop it down. Breathe into your IT band, into your glute. And drop your left hand to the mat. Shift forward into your low lunge. And slowly step your right foot to the top, standing forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Arms reach, gaze lifts. Exhale, fold all the way down. And now inhale, halfway. Make sure feet are hips width distance apart if they're not already. Slightly bend your knees, rest your chest on your legs. Now slide your hands underneath your feet for Padahastasana. Bring toes to wrists. And maybe you stay here with those knees bent. Maybe begin to extend your legs straight. Head and neck are soft. Shift some weight into toes. Maybe you wiggle toes, massaging your wrist. And slowly release your hands from underneath your feet. Heel toe feet mats width apart. Heels in. Toes out, bend your knees, sink your hips, Malasana. Close your eyes. Make sure heels are grounded into the mat. Start to rotate weight onto the pinky side blades of your feet so you can open through your inner arches. Shift weight back into heels. Use your elbows to press your knees back, feeling that outward rotation in your hips. Firmly press palms into one another so you can reach your heart towards them. Feeling the crown of your head reach up. And then plop back and have a seat.